How to manifest healing from pain. This is something that a lot of people struggle with, mainly because when they're feeling the pain, when they're going through it in that moment, it's really hard for them to imagine anything else. The reason that pain stays in the body for longer periods of time is because you tend to get focused on that pain and you tend to actually hold on to the energy of that pain. In a sense, you create an attachment to this pain. You think of this pain as being part of you or part of your daily life. You're expecting to feel the pain. You're expecting that you're going to continue to feel this the next day or in the morning or the next minute. So you come to expect it, but then you also see this pain as something that should not be there, something that should not be happening to you. So it's not actually the focus on the pain that's the problem, it's the focus on the pain and then also seeing it as something that needs to go away, as something that should not be there, that's a problem. When you give your energy to something, whether that's positive or negative, you essentially expand that experience. This is actually what happens with everything in your reality, but normally what happens is the expansion occurs outside of the body. Energy is constantly passing through your body, energy in motion or emotion. Your feelings about what it is that you're observing is what dictates whether something expands or contracts in your experience. But once again, this occurs outside of the body after it has already passed through you. But what happens when you have pain inside the body is that you've expanded energy within yourself rather than outside of yourself. Energy that was meant to pass through you, that was seen as negative in your mind, was meant to simply just move on and leave your body. But instead, what happens when we start to think about something, when we start to have thoughts about an experience and we start to say, this is wrong, we don't like this, if we have many thoughts about that thing, what can happen is that it stays within our body. That energy doesn't pass through us because thoughts are like these little lines. You can think of them as these breaks in the flow of energy that block it from naturally moving through us. Another way you can think of this is that energy naturally flows throughout your body very quickly, very easily, effortlessly, when you aren't really thinking many thoughts. When you're going throughout your day, you're focused on different things, you're just moving throughout your experience. But then the moment that you start to have many thoughts at once, thoughts actually slow down the flow of energy through your body. They slow down the flow of reality moving through you. So now things that were once moving through you very quickly and leaving the body effortlessly are now being stuck, it seems, inside. But once again, it's just very slowed down energy. So really what needs to happen is that energy that's been stuck within your body needs to be able to be sped up so that it can then pass through you once again. So how can we speed up the flow of energy through the body? The way that we do that is through becoming neutral. You have to start to become neutral about what it is that you're experiencing. Because right now you're seeing whatever you're experiencing as something that shouldn't be there. You're getting upset about it. You're thinking lots about it. And this is what's keeping it slowed down and kept within your body for longer periods of time. So you definitely don't have to go to yourself and start saying, I feel amazing, I'm so healthy, I'm healed, I'm great. If you start saying these things to yourself, what often happens is that you get frustrated, you get angry, you get upset because this isn't what you're experiencing. You're going exactly against what you're feeling, and it can be very abrasive to start to say things like this. And this is often what a lot of manifestation coaches will tell you to do. Instead, what you want to do is anytime you have those thoughts coming up about what it is that you're experiencing, this pain that's going on, you start feeling it coming up within you, you want to accept what you're feeling. You want to quite literally allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling. Whatever pain comes up, acknowledge that you're feeling pain. Acknowledge that it makes you upset and unhappy. Like, allow yourself to feel those feelings and even think those thoughts. Like, at least at one point in time, allow yourself to even talk it out with yourself out loud. Talk to yourself about how upset it's made you, how it's made you feel. Like, be transparent with yourself about how you're feeling. Be honest with yourself. Because usually when you're saying these types of thoughts, there's a lot less abrasive nature to them than if you're saying, I'm so healthy, I'm so healed. If you just say the truth about how you're feeling, most often what happens is that you start to neutralize this energy. Especially if you've been someone who's been affirming these positive things, if you start to now say what you actually feel, what happens is, once again, you neutralize this energy. Because to have something move through the body, you have to accept both the positive and negative of it. Normally, this is what observation, being the observer, means when you're just looking at the mind from a neutral standpoint and you're allowing your thoughts to flow through, you're allowing yourself to feel whatever you got to feel. This is what would happen naturally if you just allowed yourself to be neutral about everything that you're experiencing. And to be neutral, once again, is not to have no feelings. It's not to, always be just flatlined all the time. It's really to just accept that whatever it is you're going through is okay all the time. But once again, if you've been someone who's been very negative about something or very positive about something, you usually need to rebalance yourself. And this can happen naturally if you just go to a neutral mindset and you start accepting everything that's going on. But to make this process a little bit faster, you can do what I just said and have a talk with yourself. Quite literally, talk to yourself like you're your own therapist. Speak out everything that you've been feeling, like all the things that upset you about it, what you've been going through. Like, just be so straight up and honest with yourself. If you need to cry, then cry. If you need to yell, then yell. Like, just get it out of your system. From this point forward, as I said earlier, anytime thoughts come up about this pain that you're experiencing or whatever it is you're going through, like, allow it to flow through you. Allow yourself to say what you need to say. Allow yourself to feel what you need to feel. And in doing this, it will start to allow the energy to begin to speed up moving through you once more. Then what you can also do is anytime these thoughts come up, start also moving forwards in your mind, okay? Like, try not to always get so stuck on the one thing that's bothering you. If you can, find something else to focus on throughout your day. Like, every time you're experiencing something, what you want to do is always try to find another thought, like a slightly better thought. I think there's a teacher that talks about this, but if you can always find a better thought to focus on, like, think of anything, quite literally anything that can move you forward in your experience. Think of like the water bottle sitting in front of you, or feel the cushions that you're sitting on, or like listen to a sound that's around you. Anything that can get you to bring yourself back into reality and move you forward is so important, because everything is energy moving. Think of every single thought that you have, every single thing that you look at in your experience, every sound you hear is moving you forward. It's moving energy forward. So the faster that you can move through reality, the faster that things can pass through you. This includes things like meditation. If you're just listening to your breathing, that's moving forward. If you are just listening to an air conditioner in your room, that is moving forward. Anything where you can experience reality in motion in any sort of way is you moving forward. So start to also think of everything that you do, like every action you take throughout your day. If you're going to work throughout the day, if you're talking to someone throughout the day, that is moving energy through you. So just start to recognize the fact that as long as you're moving forward in your life, like this pain or whatever you're experiencing, it's going to move through you. Like, you just have to understand that everything is just energy moving. And so if you start to just allow it to be whatever it is, like, and you accept that it's an experience that you were having, but it's not you. That pain is not who you are. It's just energy that's been moving through you and kind of got a little stuck. It's a little slowed down. But if you just keep moving forward in your life and you just keep trusting that you're always moving forward, eventually that energy is going to pass through you. It's not going to be there forever, because again, it's not who you are. You have to also realize that it's just an attachment that you made, but it can be broken as long as you just keep moving forward. Really, the key to everything in life that you experience, if ever you have a negative experience, all you have to do is just keep moving forward. That energy will leave your body. Like, if you stop worrying so much about it, if you just let it go, and I know this is easier said than done, I apologize for saying it this way, but if you just keep moving forward in your experience, keep doing other things, keep focusing on the fact that you are, again, I don't know how else to put it, just moving forward in your life, then eventually that energy is going to pass through the body. Like, it won't stay with you forever. It's only the people that continuously think about it, and can never let go of their identity with it, that keep the energy within them. So as long as you can keep moving forward, I promise you, like, it will pass through you, but you just have to trust in that. How to manage